saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. It's James Conner. He's able to drive that. About a yard. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
From the gun, it's Murray. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. He's got Jones for the completion. And he's finally caught after a big 3rd down gain, but was one of his teammates caught by an official. We've got a flag down. Third and long for him here. This connects with Higgins. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 6-0 lead right away. Man, this offensive season has barely begun, and they are already, Brock, celebrating in that end zone. I mean, still basically a full 17 games to go. But so far, so good.
Yeah, pay off all of that up.
Bringing pressure, and it's blocked! Live ball taken. Has a hole left, room to run. Reaches the 40. At the 20. And they return it all the way back for 2 to minimize the sting of that opposing touchdown.
Well, partner, it's about the most unlikeliest score you're going to see. 6-2 out the gate. I don't think I've ever seen it. But you follow a touchdown with a block point after and a return, it's exactly what you get. And you actually see smiles on both sidelines as we get going.
Has this at the 6. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
It's a turnover on his first pass of the season. And he's going to take this one back, and he's in for the pick six for Arizona. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals drive their lead to 11. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Fields this one at the 3. Making some progress here. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now Shuck coming off that pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Shuck to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Counter give to Kamara. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Caught left side by Bailey. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
It's Kamara on 3rd down. And he gets this forward to the 19. That goes for a gain of just 1. And that's good for a Saints first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Kamara. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Trying the air now. Here's Schaub. Holtz got him right side. And he'll go down here at the 16.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd down, here's Schaub. Taken in by Vele, right side. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's an early lead for the Cardinals. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. And with less than a yard to go here, and they're leaving the offense out there. He's got it to his running back. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make it a 1-score game in the first half. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Ready to start this drive with Connor. And the hit helps send him out of bounds there after he picked up 7. 2nd and 3.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Murray. Same guy, Wilson again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Another throw coming from Murray. Bails out of the pocket quick. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down. From the red zone on first. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Back to the air, Murray. Buying some time right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. Here's a screen. It's Connor. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Brought in by Vele. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So now a timeout comes in. They can talk over what to do here on 4th and 2. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So 4th down, and here comes Kai Kroger to punt for the Saints. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. So that's our 2-minute warning, Brock. 1:57 left on the scoreboard. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On the zone read, here's Connor. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Murray looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
They snap it to Murray. Escapes out to the left. He's going to run for it. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain, and a great call there on fourth down. Keeps this drive moving.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Play action now. Murray. Flushed out of the pocket. Now here he goes again. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Murray. Looking underneath here for Connor. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down from the 42. Back to throw, Murray. He rolls to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. He's loaded another one up. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. And the Saints make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. To Kamara we go to start this 3rd quarter. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
Shot working from the gun. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Shuck to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Not quickly, it's Wilson. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Kyler throwing here. On the move, headed right. Finds the football outside. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
This is actually the first game the Knights are playing really well against. Really.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Handoff here to Jacobs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Here's Murray. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Going power with a big tight end. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue the push for the goal line.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Now Kyler. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Murray, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals push their lead further to start the half. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return coming from the 6. Making some progress here. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Kamara now. Oh, he lost the football. And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time.
And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop it for the sack on what's likely the final play of this third quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. The Cards bringing out an extra DB on third down. Third and long for him here. Finds the in route complete. And this one won't get there. Looks good, but the stop is made just before he can get the first.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Must not have liked what they saw on 4th and 1 there. They're going to take a timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Pete Werner has it. And the Saints have some new life in the 4th.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. The rookie from Michigan there that time. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Shotgun snap to Shuck. That's caught left side by Bailey. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That'll be caught by his back. Kamara. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Shuck looking to pass here. Screen here for Kamara. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. For the extra point, here's Smith. The XP is up and good. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Dortch now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Play action now. Murray. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Kraft has it. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They get 37 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down. We've set it down from the 37. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
This one is up and good. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He fields it from the 8. Making some progress here. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. They'll start things off with a run by Kamara. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Finds a man underneath. It's Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Chuck on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints 14 points back. First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Chuck now from the gun. That pass is swatted at the line. The big man got a hand on it up front. Nice work there. It's gonna bring up 2nd down.
You know, most pass rushers really don't get enough credit for how well they read those quarterbacks. As he was fighting his blocker, kept his eyes on the ball, and he timed it perfectly to get a hand up in the throwing lane and force the incompletion. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They're going to pass it here. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Throwing for the back of the end zone. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints have some new life in the fourth.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. Shuck working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. 2nd and 3 now. Shuck dumps it off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
GG,
So the
brother.
Cardinals get to
GG.
fly home as winners on the road. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.